Good morning, my dear students. So, in last 2 days, we have already discussed the poem The Laburnum Top, and I'm sure that the poem is absolutely clear to you. Now, today, in this worksheet which you can see in the video, I'm going to discuss the question and answers, and you will write the question answers yourself after listening to my video, after watching this video yourself in your notebooks. Now, coming on to first of all to reference to context, I'm going to discuss with you all the reference to context in detail, very slowly and steadily. You will hear the answers, try to recapitulate them, and you will also write these RTCs in your notebooks. Same is with short questions. I will discuss all the short questions with you, and then after watching the videos you will write the answers yourself in your notebooks. Your notebooks should be complete. Make sure that I don't want any incomplete notebooks. And I'm also going to attach the PDF of this whole RTC and question answers in the files of the school app, so you can open this PDF also on that app. Now, coming on to the first RTC. Now see, the first RTC starts from here. The laburnum top is silent, quiet and still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. So this is the first RTC. The first question, name the poem and the poet. What is the poem's name? The poem's name is The Laburnum Top. And what is the name of the poet? The poet's name is Ted Hughes. Okay, now moving on to the next question. How does the laburnum tree appear? Now, how does the laburnum tree appear according to the first this RTC? Yes, the laburnum tree is silent, quiet and still in the afternoon with yellow flowers in September sunlight. So I repeat again, yes, you can see in the first RTC that the laburnum tree is still, is quiet, is silent, quiet and still in the September afternoon and in September afternoon in bright sunlight. Few of its leaves are yellowing and all its seeds have fallen. So this is the answer of the second question. Now, third question. Explain a few leaves yellowing. Yes, what do you mean by this? Few leaves yellowing. This means leaves turning yellow in the month of September, that is autumn season. What does this mean? A few leaves yellowing means leaves turning yellow in the month of September in autumn season. Okay, so I hope this RTC is absolutely clear to you. Now moving on to RTC 2. The RTC 2 starts from here. Till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirp, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end, then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness and a machine starts up of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings. So this RTC ends here. Reference to context ends here till trillings. Now first, how is the arrival of the goldfinch described? Now how is the arrival of the goldfinch described? The goldfinch flies and sits at the end of the branch with a twitching chirp. This is how the movement of the goldfinch described, that the goldfinch flies and sits at the end of the branch of laburnum tree with a twitching chirp. Second question, to whom is the bird movement compared to? Yes, this is a simile which we have already discussed. Yes, the movement of the bird is compared to a lizard, and the bird is as sleek as a lizard, and it is alert and abrupt, right? So this is the answer. To whom is the bird movement compared to? The movement of the bird is compared to a lizard. It is as sleek as a lizard, and it is alert and abrupt. Okay. What does the image of machine convey? Yes, what does the image of machine convey? As soon as the bird enters the thickness of the tree, a machine starts up of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings. So as soon as the bird enters the thickness of the tree laburnum top, a machine starts up of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings. I hope this RTC is also clear to you. Now moving on to RTC 3. The whole tree trembles and thrills. It is the engine of her family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. Now here it ends. Now first question, why does the whole tree tremble and thrill? Yes, why does the whole tree trembles and thrill? When the goldfinch flies and sits on the end of the branch of laburnum tree, the whole tree trembles and thrills. What does the poet refer to the engine? It is the engine of her family. Yes, engine here refers to the laburnum top tree, which acts like a life, which gives life to her young ones. So that is why laburnum tree is referred to as engine in this stanza, because her nest is on that tree which has her young ones. So that is why laburnum top tree is referred to as engine in this poem. How does she stoke it full? What stoke it full means that goldfinch feeds its family. So she gets food and thus she feeds her family, which means stoke it full. She adds fuel to, it's like getting fuel for the family, right? So stoke it full means feeding the bird, feeding the young ones. That means stoke it full. Yes, now moving on to the last RTC. Then with airy, delicate, whistle chirp whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. Yes. How does the goldfinch leave the branch end? The goldfinch leaves the branch end with strange, delicate whistle chirp whisperings. So goldfinch leaves the branch end with strange, delicate whistle chirp whisperings. What do you think is the destination of the goldfinch? The destination of the goldfinch is infinite, that is the sky. We have already discussed this. Infinite means the sky. So destination of goldfinch is infinite, which means the sky. What is the state of laburnum top after the goldfinch flies away? Yes. What is the state of laburnum top after the goldfinch flies away? Yes, what is the answer? Laburnum top again subsides to empty. It is quiet, still and silent after the goldfinch flies away. Yes, I hope this is clear to you, these questions. Now the last question. Do you notice any similarity or contrast between the opening and ending of the poem? Yes. Do you think there is any similarity or contrast between the opening and ending of the poem? Yes. There is a similarity between the opening and ending of the poem. In the beginning also, laburnum top is silent, quiet and still. And in the end also, the tree is silent, quiet and still. So this is the similarity between the opening and ending of the poem. So these are the RTCs which you are supposed to do in your notebooks. Watch the video 2 times, 3 times very carefully and then write the answers yourself. Thank you and have a nice day.